Hi, everybody. This is Bill Dennis, EOTProLive.com, and I'm here to talk to you about Shelly's volume VR4x1. We use this indicator for various different things, money management being one of the biggest things, and also to give us a volume bias on the market. One of the cool things about Shelly's volume VR4x1, as you can see here on my trading screen, is that it doesn't really get faked out too much when you have pullbacks against the position. Here's a long signal we took a little bit earlier today where we had this 2 point pullback against us. Well, it wasn't 2 points against me, but it was from Allah's average. And Shelly's volume VR4x1 didn't flinch. I mean, it still was pointing up. You can see the volume bias is still pointing up. On my trading screen, the paint bars also represent Shelly's volume VR4x1 just for a visual stance. We also use Shelly's volume VR4x1 for money management. As I previously mentioned, the paint bars are the same as Shelly's volume VR4x1. So if they're blue, Shelly's volume VR4x1 is pointing up. So if I was in a trade and I still hadn't reached my first target and the bar turned red, that would mean that Shelly's volume is hooking against us. And that would mean that I would probably want to get out. And typically my stops, because of that reason, are very, very small. I mean, they can range anywhere from a tick to a point and a half. I never, ever, ever let the trade go more than a point and a half against me. Some other attributes of Shelly's volume 4x1 are that the major thing is the volume bias for me. And some people like to use Shelly's VR4x1 for divergences. You can see that volume was heading up on this double top, and then the second top you did see this divergence, which was very nice. In some cases, you can see um, incredible divergences, and I'm actually going to show you an example of some of those divergences that are just epic. I mean, they are just epic. I mean, if we on the EOTProLive.com site, we can see just how you can say that volume does precede price at times. Because look at this. Look at Shelly's volume VR4x1 on a longer term time frame chart, diverging so heavily from price. During the sideways consolidation, there was no indication, if you were looking at price, that that price was going to break up. The only indication that you had was volume. And if you were trading here, if you were trading in this sideways consolidation phase right here, and you were paying attention to the volume trail, well, it would have been hard to be in the wrong direction, wouldn't it have? I mean, look at these attempted breakdowns here, which, I mean, these happen to fake people out into going short. Go short. You go with the trend. Go with the trend. I mean, the trend was down. Other than volume, there was no indication that price was going to break up. So Shelly's volume VR4x1 from that standpoint is absolutely fantastic and really one of our key indicators. We are very heavily into volume here. Very heavily into volume. Um, the current Shelly's VR 4x1 is adjustable with length. I have mine set on 121. You can go a lot shorter. Let's just choose 55, for example, and it will give you a much more reactive volume. You can see um, much more fine resolution with it. And I think that's pretty much all I want to say on this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.